they talk all the crazy stuff about me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost. That's the difference. I went up weight and won. He went up and lost. So let's not do that, Canelo.
Are we gonna see Canelo Crawford next?
We'll see. It's a possibility there, always. No, we'll see what happens.
Terence Crawford has reportedly confirmed a fight with Canelo Alvarez after meeting with Turki Alalshikh. Boxing fans might finally see a long-awaited dream come true. For years, rumors have swirled about a showdown between two of boxing's biggest names, Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford. However, various hurdles made the matchup seem impossible. With the new year, there's fresh hope for what could become one of the most iconic fights in boxing history.
Always is a chance there, right? We'll see, but always is a chance there, and we're here to make the best deals, and always a chance.
And I do have to ask you about Dimitri Bivol, because that's a rematch you've always talked about wanting. How do you see the rematch going with Bivol and Beterbiev?
I think it's gonna be another good fight. It's gonna be another good fight. Both fighters are good fighters, so I think both have a chance to win. Like the first one was a really good fight.
So whatever is next, we look forward to it, my friend. Thank you so much and have a great evening.
Canelo Alvarez was recently spotted with Turki Alalshikh at the Ring Magazine Awards in London, sparking excitement among boxing fans. Although Terence Crawford had repeatedly called out Alvarez for a fight, the Mexican superstar remained silent about the possibility. When asked, Alvarez reportedly set a hefty purse as a condition to face the Nebraskan southpaw. Public tensions flared after the Riyadh season chief added to the uncertainty surrounding this highly anticipated clash. However, new reports suggest significant progress is being made to turn this blockbuster bout into reality. Fans are buzzing with excitement, viewing it as a potential turning point for the sport. A respected boxing journalist, Julius Julianis, was highlighted by Knockout Alerts, which shared a photo of Canelo and Crawford. The caption confirmed that the two are slated to fight in Las Vegas this September. After dominating the welterweight division and securing his status as the undisputed champion, Terence Crawford made it clear he wanted to take on bigger challenges. He faced Israel Madoff, a larger opponent, and delivered an impressive unanimous decision victory during the Riyadh season card in Los Angeles. This fight could be the next chapter in Crawford's already legendary career.
What's up, fight fans? Some breaking news. This guy, Julius Julianis, who's an ESPN Knockouts reporter, is reporting that the fight isn't only about to be announced, but the contracts are signed between none other than Canelo Alvarez and Bud Crawford. In Julianis' report, he claims that this fight has been signed, sealed, delivered, and it's going down this September in Las Vegas. We know Canelo was in London for the Ring Magazine Awards with Turki Alalshikh, seemingly shaking hands as business partners. And just today, as a few hours ago, Bud Crawford landed in London and was seen with Turki Alalshikh this September. It's official. What are your thoughts?
High-stakes battles between a superstar and a pound-for-pound elite are rare, making this potential matchup between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford all the more thrilling. Fans may hold their breath until the fight is officially confirmed, but many are already speculating about the outcome. One fan expressed absolute confidence in Crawford, saying, "Bud is about to beat the underscore out of Canelo." Both fighters are exceptional, and experts predict a fiercely competitive showdown. However, reaching Canelo's level is no easy feat. The legendary Mexican fighter, who started his career as a teenager, has faced top-tier opponents throughout an incredible 66-fight journey. His experience and skill could bring unexpected twists to this bout. Another fan joked that Crawford's victory might leave Canelo scheduling fights against Jake Paul and Conor McGregor. While humorous, such comments reflect the high stakes of this potential clash. Many believe a win against Crawford could cement Canelo's legacy, though skeptics argue Alvarez should explore other avenues instead of taking on such a risky fight. The sheer magnitude of this event is undeniable, with fans already predicting record-breaking pay-per-view sales. This fight is going to break PPV records, one fan said, highlighting the excitement surrounding the Las Vegas showdown. Some fans, however, remain doubtful, pointing to factors like Canelo's recent form and Crawford's size disadvantage. At 154 pounds, Crawford is still 2 weight classes below Alvarez, raising concerns about whether the Mexican champion would cut weight or agree to a catch weight bout. Additionally, there are questions about whether Crawford could maintain his speed and power at a higher weight. Observers often reference Crawford's recent fight against Israel Madoff, his first full-distance match since 2016, which fueled doubts about how added weight might affect his stamina and performance. For nearly a year, fans have anticipated this pound-for-pound clash. Crawford, with a perfect 40-0 record, has made it clear he wants to challenge the reigning super middleweight champion, even if it means moving up 2 weight classes to 168 pounds. Meanwhile, Canelo, boasting a 62-2 record, has been less enthusiastic about the fight, knowing he would be the heavy favorite to retain his title. The 34-year-old has secured 5 unanimous decision wins since his loss to Dmitry Bivol, including victories over Gennady Golovkin and Jermell Charlo. Rumors now suggest that a deal has been struck and the fight is set for September in Las Vegas. Reports indicate that Turki Alalshikh played a key role in convincing Canelo to take the challenge, with the Riyadh season head-mending ties with the Mexican fighter during a recent meeting in London. If confirmed, this fight will undoubtedly go down as one of the most historic events in boxing.
Fighters right now in boxing, that's your top 5 right now in boxing, not your, the top 5 in boxing right now.
Champions or just anybody?
Top 5 right
Anybody.
now.
Shakur #1, hands down. Tank, he up there. Canelo, in a way. Tyson Fury.
Damn, that's now beforehand, back, you know, back in the day.
This monumental showdown could take place later this year in Las Vegas, according to a tweet from Happy Punch, which reported that Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford have agreed to fight in Vegas. Speculation gained momentum after 2 intriguing images surfaced, showing both Canelo and Crawford in discussions with Turki Alalshikh, chairman of the Saudi General Entertainment Authority. These images have generated excitement among fans and analysts alike. Alalshikh has been a key figure in organizing major sporting events, particularly in boxing, making this meeting a crucial step in advancing negotiations for what could become one of the most historic fights in recent boxing history. While official confirmation is still pending, the visuals and accompanying reports strongly suggest that talks are progressing. If finalized, this fight would mark a historic clash between 2 of boxing's pound-for-pound greats. Terence "Bud" Crawford, coming off his dominant victory over Errol Spence Jr., has firmly established himself as one of the best fighters of this era. On the other side, Canelo Alvarez remains the face of boxing, boasting an extraordinary career and a reputation for seeking out the toughest opponents. A fight between the two would not only feature contrasting styles, but also serve as a battle for supremacy in the sport. Turki Alalshikh has played a pivotal role in bringing mega fights to life, particularly through Saudi Arabia's growing involvement in global sports. Under his leadership, Saudi Arabia has hosted marquee events, and his influence in the boxing world adds significant weight to the chances of this matchup becoming a reality. One of the key issues in negotiations is the weight class. Canelo, the undisputed champion at 168 pounds, would face Crawford, who recently became the undisputed welterweight champion at 147 pounds. Crawford would need to move up significantly in weight to challenge Alvarez. A fight at super middleweight, where Canelo holds all the belts, would add even more historical significance to this potential bout.
Fight, you know, realistically left your mind once he said he's not interested, or you still pursuing it?
Not at all. You know, I think business talk. You know, with the right business come across the table, you know, yeah, it happened. I just be talking, man. Canelo a big dude, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I believe in my abilities. He's a heavy dude, but he's not a big guy. Like, he's 5'8", I'm 5'8", you know what I mean? My arm's longer than his, you know? So that fight would be good.
Canelo Alvarez's decision to face Terence Crawford in September raises questions about the timing, as Crawford will step into the ring after a long stretch of inactivity. The Nebraska-born fighter hasn't fought since his close win over WBA junior middleweight champion Israel Madoff on August 3rd. With Crawford turning 38 on September 28th, Canelo's delay in scheduling this lucrative fight could add extra pressure on his older opponent. For someone approaching 40, even a few months can make a noticeable difference in physical performance. Reports suggest both fighters might take interim bouts before their September clash, though Crawford may opt out. His performance against Madoff was less than stellar, with Madoff landing several clean, damaging shots during the fight. This raises concerns about how Crawford would handle the challenges of moving up to 168 pounds. A test fight at super middleweight could help him acclimate to the division, but it also comes with significant risks given the size, youth, and power of potential opponents. At 37, Crawford has been relatively inactive, fighting just once a year since 2020. His recent performances pale in comparison to his prime years at 147 pounds, where he dominated opponents like Errol Spence Jr., Sean Porter, and Kell Brook. Time and inactivity appeared to have taken a toll on Crawford, and his frail appearance during the Madoff fight only highlights the challenges ahead. Meanwhile, Canelo is set to face IBF super middleweight champion William Skull in a unification bout this May during the Cinco de Mayo weekend. A win would secure Canelo's second undisputed title at 168 pounds, marking another milestone in his illustrious career. For Crawford to stand a chance against Canelo, he'll need to bulk up significantly and prove he can handle the demands of a higher weight class. While fans have eagerly awaited this major fight, the challenges for Crawford are clear. Still, with the matchup now seemingly on the horizon, boxing enthusiasts can finally look forward to this highly anticipated showdown.
I want Canelo. Is there anybody in the camp that would say, you're not ready for this?
That's a big boy. He's strong. That's a conversation. It's not just, oh man, you will whoop his ass.
Like, yes, man type stuff.
I'm not worried about Canelo. I'm not thinking about Canelo. I'm just focused on Israel Majimov.
In a small way, is this a stepping stone to your dream fight?
I don't look at fights as stepping stones. It's about now.
When asked about the possibility of a fight with Terence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez hinted that it's always on the table and that he's open to the challenge. The Mexican boxing legend had an impressive year, further solidifying his legacy. After bouncing back from his 2022 loss to Dmitry Bivol, Canelo returned to form, maintaining a successful winning streak throughout 2024. He defended his super middleweight titles with victories over Jamie Munguia and Edgar Berlanga, and is determined to keep that momentum going into the new year. Facing Crawford, one of the sport's top talents, would be a major step in that direction. Canelo expressed his willingness to take on the fight, recognizing the significance of such a matchup. Crawford, who has been pursuing this opportunity since his victory over Errol Spence Jr. in 2023, is eager to move up 2 weight classes from his current 154 pounds to make it happen. Canelo has kept fans intrigued, stating that nothing is off the table and leaving the door open for a potential clash with Crawford. In another interview, he reiterated that the fight is always a possibility, emphasizing that it's all about securing the best deals. While no plans are confirmed yet, Canelo made it clear that the chance for this monumental fight remains alive.
For you, is it that you've spoke to Turki Alalshikh, and what did you speak about?
Look, I like to work with everybody. You know, I'm a free agent and I like to work with everybody. And you know, I like to have the doors open.
Are we going to see Canelo Crawford next?
We'll see.
2 days ago, Rick Glazer, citing details from a reliable source, suggested that the chances of a Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez fight have improved. Despite Crawford's persistent challenges, this showdown remains a top priority for Turki Alalshikh, who views it as one of the 5 most significant bouts to make happen this year. Alec is also eager to see other high-profile matches, including Alexander Usyk versus Daniel Dubois, the all-British face-off between Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn, and Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua. Among rematches, the Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia fight is highly anticipated. However, Alec's primary focus remains on arranging the historic clash between Canelo and Crawford, which he hopes will materialize soon. Known for his innovative approach and commitment to delivering major fights, Alalshikh has given fans renewed hope that this much-anticipated matchup could become a reality. Canelo Alvarez himself has acknowledged the possibility, stating that he is always looking to secure the best deals and that the fight remains an option. Alalshikh is reportedly aiming to finalize this blockbuster bout for 2025, recognizing its importance in North American boxing. For Crawford, now 37, the stakes are particularly high. He has kept quiet about his plans if the Canelo fight doesn't happen, but the challenges of competing at 154 pounds against larger, younger, and stronger opponents are clear. In his last fight, a debut at this weight class against WBA junior middleweight champion Israel Madoff on August 3rd, Crawford narrowly avoided defeat. Despite the size disadvantage, Crawford is determined to face Canelo for his unified super middleweight titles. He believes his skill set and strength will give him the edge needed to secure victory. On the other hand, some have noticed that Canelo appears to have lost some of his sharpness, as seen in his recent 12-round battles against Jaime Munguia and Edgar Berlanga, opponents he might have stopped earlier in his career. The possibility of this iconic fight has boxing fans on the edge of their seats, waiting to see if it finally becomes a reality.
You spoke with Turki about that show,
Yeah,
about Canelo.
we know each other. We don't talk that much or make a deal and anything, but you know, we now know each other, and we'll see what happens.
Last one, I know you're pushed for time. Benavidez Morel, who wins?
It's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a good fight. 50-50 fight.
Canelo, thank you for
Initially, Canelo Alvarez dismissed the idea of fighting Terence Crawford, arguing that beating a naturally smaller opponent wouldn't bring him the recognition he sought. However, his stance has softened, and he now appears more open to the possibility. During an appearance on Sway's Universe, Canelo stated he'd consider the fight if the financial terms were right. He commented, "I'm in, why not? Don't get me wrong, he's a great boxer, but for me, in my weight class, it's an easy fight, easy money. If the money is right, I'm in." Canelo also noted that while he typically avoids fighters like Crawford due to their mobility, he noticed less movement in Crawford's last fight, making the prospect more appealing. Talks of a Canelo-Crawford showdown have been heating up, with speculation pointing to an official announcement soon. Meanwhile, Crawford took to social media to issue a subtle challenge, tweeting, "Remember what you said about me," sparking widespread excitement among fans. The Omaha-born champion, with titles across 4 weight divisions, faces a significant challenge moving up 2 weight classes to 168 LEBs, where Canelo reigns as the undisputed super middleweight champion. While the weight disparity raises concerns, Crawford's skill set has won over fans, many of whom back him despite the odds. Devin Haney recently voiced his support for Crawford, saying, "I can't go against Crawford. I think he's the best right now in and out of the ring." Both fighters are preparing for potential alternative opponents should negotiations fall through. Canelo might defend his unified super middleweight titles against William Skull, while Crawford could remain at super welterweight, possibly targeting a unification bout or facing contenders like Sebastian Fundora or Virgil Ortiz Jr. Dimitri Bivol, one of the rare fighters to defeat Canelo, weighed in on the potential mega fight. Speaking to Fight Hub TV, Bivol emphasized the importance of respecting weight classes but praised Crawford's skills, stating he knows what to do and his coach will find an answer. While he acknowledged Crawford's talent, Bivol stopped short of predicting an upset, remarking, "I can imagine it." The boxing world now eagerly awaits news of whether this highly anticipated fight will come to fruition.